Welcome to HeartSmart Stories, where every story helps little hearts and minds grow big and strong. Today's story is about looking on the bright side and how a little change in how we see things can help turn a bad moment into a good one. It was a bright, sunny Saturday when Finn and Mia set off to explore a neighborhood garage sale. Tables overflowed with old books, funny hats, and squeaky toys. Suddenly, Mia's eyes lit up. "Finn, look at this," giggled Mia, waving her arms excitedly. She held up the silliest pair of glasses Finn had ever seen. Huge rainbow-colored frames with swirling, dizzying lenses. "They look like they belong to a clown," chuckled Finn, shaking his head in disbelief. Next to the glasses was a handwritten sign, "Giggle Glasses, $1." Without thinking twice, they pooled their coins together, handed them over, and skipped away laughing, clutching their new treasure. Magic? Silly? Either way, it was worth $1 to find out. Later that afternoon, Finn sat at the kitchen table painting a huge colourful poster for school. Mia watched nearby, munching on an apple. Just as Finn reached for another brush, his elbow knocked over a cup full of water. "My project! It's ruined!" groaned Finn, his face crumpling in dismay. "Quick, put on the giggle glasses!" cried Mia, leaping up and waving the glasses like a magician's wand. Finn grabbed them and jammed them onto his face. At first, everything looked blurry and messy. But then, he blinked. The swirled colors on the paper shifted into the shape of a silly dancing octopus waving jazz hands. "Okay, that's actually hilarious," laughed Finn, his earlier sadness forgotten. From that moment on, the giggle glasses turned every little disaster into a hilarious adventure. When their soccer ball popped, "Squishy soccer tournament!" cheered Finn, kicking the squashed ball as Mia laughed beside him. When Finn slipped in a muddy puddle, "Mud Ballet Champions!" announced Mia, giving a twirl and a bow. And when their picnic lunch exploded across the grass, "Food Sculpture Olympics!" they both shouted, stacking sandwiches and fruit into wobbly towers. With the giggle glasses, nothing felt like a disaster anymore. Every mistake became a moment of laughter. That evening, Finn and Mia sat together on Mia's front porch, the giggle glasses perched on Mia's head. "Mia, are those glasses really magic?" asked Finn curiously, tilting his head. "Not exactly," smiled Mia, tucking her legs underneath her. "They're just a reminder that we can choose how we see things." Finn thought about this for a moment, then said softly, "So the real magic is in us?" "Exactly," said Mia, tapping her head and heart gently. "Right here and right here." The next morning, Finn raced to catch the school bus and splashed straight into a giant puddle. For a split second, he frowned at his soaked socks and squelchy shoes. But then he grinned wide and threw his arms up. "Introducing the Wet Sock Sprinting Championship," he shouted proudly, laughing as he raced down the street. And this time, he didn't even need the giggle glasses. Now it's time for a HeartSmart Check-In. Have you ever felt upset when something didn't go your way? What funny or positive thing could you notice about a tricky situation? How might choosing a different perspective help you feel better next time? Remember, you can't always control what happens, but you can always control how you look at it. And sometimes, laughter is the best magic of all. Thanks for listening to HeartSmart Stories. If you enjoyed this story, make sure you like and subscribe, and leave a comment to share how you turn tricky moments into laughter. Join me next time for more adventures that help us grow from the inside out.